We're here with our out of the theater reaction for Supergirl. We just saw it.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. You will pay for this.
And that actually happened. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Film Threat Livecast. Chris Gore here, soon to be joined by Alan. Big show today. We'll get into a spoiler review of Supergirl. Plus, we've got reviews of the new Jackass movie and a film called Lucky Strike. Alan saw a movie called 1780 and loads of movie news. New trailers dropped, and let's get Alan in here. Where is he?
Hello, Chris. Hello, Film Threat family. Funny story. I recently made a comment about Christian dads, and now they hate me. And you know what? I don't give a flying fuck. But there is one dad I care about, and that man is Alan. Alan.
So she beats me up, and then she calls you her daddy.
I know, like that. By the way, how did how much did her punch hurt?
It did. You know what?
As much as it did in the movie.
I don't want to insult her, but she punches like a girl, and that's all. I'll leave it at that. I actually saw Supergirl for a second time, and all the things that were bad became even more bad. And I noticed more about it. We will get into it. We'll get into it. Yeah. You saw some movies too.
Yeah. I had better things to do than watch Supergirl again.
Yeah.
I canceled all my tickets right after seeing it.
Well, I had tickets to see it with a group. I wanted to go with that group. Mm-hmm. And also see, it was a public screening, obviously paying customers. Right. That's different. So I'll talk about it later. Let's see who's here and talk to the people. Whoa, wow.
Hey, wow. Dave Goodhart for 20. Can't watch live, but thanks for the review of Citizen Vigilante. It made me buy the movie. Good movie, but I need a couple of scenes up front of Sanders in action to go with the TV coverage. The final scenes are potent. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Thank you, D. Goodhart. Very generous. And thank you.
I wanted to see him in action up top.
And, right at the top.
Yeah,
but it does open with a bang or a slash.
Foolish American for 5. Please promise me we'll go watch some comics with Jenna and Koi Jandrew level of Supergirl. It's hilarious. I don't even know what I just said.
Either do I. But thank you, Foolish American. Very
Eugene Johnson, see where shit comes from, buy shit, eat shit, say shit, tastes like shit. Great script.
Thank you, Eugene. Appreciate you.
She says shit a lot in that movie. Ron Charman, thank God it's Film Threat Friday.
It is. Thank you, Ron.
TGFT. Bruce Leroy Jenkins for 2. Chris watching Supergirl twice. Tax.
Oh, thank you, Bruce.
D. Goodhart, good morning, everyone. Can't watch live today, but looking forward to the Jackass review. Seeing it my own self tomorrow night. Have a good show.
Thank you very much, D.
Logan Misiak for 2. Just saw Supergirl. My gosh, it's boring. Oh,
that's boring is the least of its problems, but
I mean, just you saw it, the energy was sucked out of us.
Absolutely.
After seeing it.
Yeah.
And more thoughts says like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Sign up as a member. Join us on X, Discord, Rumble, and Instagram. And buy our merch at shop.filmthreat.com or go to our store on Main Street.
The store is lines around the block. And can I tell you why? We're going with the trend. Look at this. We have Trader Threat totes. We have now Film Threat bags. I don't know if you've seen this trend, Alan, of Trader Joe's bags. I've gotten up at an ungodly hour 6:30 a.m. to get in line at my Trader Joe's 3 blocks from where I live to buy these bags. But we have our own bags now. Look at this. Look at this Film Threat soap tote. What is that? And there's look, one of our interns is modeling the tote, and these are amazing designs by Atomic Lori. Look at that, established in 1985. I love that one. Film Threat is for lovers. We've got bags for everyone in your life. A clear tote bag. These are
when
perfect.
you take it to the stadium and they need you to be able to see inside.
Patriotic, free to be indie.
For the 250th anniversary of America.
Sure. So check out the Trader Threat totes bags along with all of the Film Threat merch. It's like, I love the patriotism. I watched USA. Well, I'm not going to say what happened, but they're moving on. That's all good. So USA last night, I watched that. It was great. I love the patriotism and people just being excited and cheering for America. It's awesome. Yes. And last member comment here.
Yes, from English Bachelors. Member for 30 months. Death Wish created same controversy, street crime.
Yep. And thank you for being a member. Check out members only videos. And look, a couple last minute. We want to get these in before we start.
I believe these are Supergirl comments.
Oh, okay. We are going to wait. We'll hold these super chats for when we discuss Supergirl later in the show because we have a lot of news. Let's do it. Klara and the Sun. That is a new trailer from Sony. It's you're not going to believe what the subject matter is, Alan.
Racism.
We'll see.
Okay.
But let's check out the trailer here from Sony. It's an existential comedy. That's how I would describe it.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Klara. I'm an artificial friend.
Good morning, artificial friends.
Good morning, store manager.
I know artificial friends aren't as popular as they used to be, but I still firmly believe that all of you older AFs have a fighting chance at finding homes.
Glorious sun, please let today be my day. Let me find a friend. If I do get chosen, how will I know if my person and I are a good match?
Just remember everything you learned, and hopefully they'll come to love you, like a member of the family or family dog.
I'm Josie. I'm Klara. Honey, if I'm going to buy you a robot, I'm not going to be spending money on an old, outdated one. You said that I can choose, and I choose Klara. She's special.
And she's odd special. 20% off.
AFs are like a blank canvas.
It's an imbecile.
It would appear. We come out of the lab with the intelligence of a toddler. Is that where the sun lives? And then we learn everything from our humans. There you go. And then slowly...
Well, that's dumb. Humans, they ask so much of you. It's all perfect until it's not.
Don't put that idea in our head. Just get out there, Fred.
There are things in this house
Josie?
that none of you can see.
Then put your little hand in mine.
Consider this a trial period. You're still under warranty. And I won't hesitate for a second to send you back.
And then it's back to the factory, and your parts will be melted down for next-gen AFs.
Whoa.
I got you, babe.
Glorious sun. I'm coming to your house to speak face to face. I know the answers are out there. Please show me the way to heal this family. And save us all from the darkness and certain doom. Okay, thank you. I love you.
I got you, babe.
You're not the droid we're looking for, honey. Chrissy, I think that we could become really great friends, and I just think you can't know about friendship. Get your hand in the box.
Taika Waititi, his new movie comes October 23rd. Alan, what do you think of it?
I don't hate it. It sort of reminds me of Jojo Rabbit. The more I think about it, it's like if Taika Waititi hadn't made any of the Thor movies, we'd probably have a much better opinion of him.
Right.
I mean, What We Do in the Shadows was brilliant. That was my first introduction to him. I guess Flight of the Conchords for others. Then Jojo Rabbit, I really liked. It's just the Thor movies. And that was the problem, was Kevin Feige started hiring all these up and coming indie filmmakers, Chloe Zhao, and then just tainted them by giving them a Marvel movie to make without any, thinking they'd bring some kind of indie sensibility to it. And what it did was it puts the big stain on their career, on their entire CV.
I think in theory, hiring a bunch of indie filmmakers to, bring personality and character to a spectacle superhero movie is in theory smart. But the problem is, I think post Guardians, every movie from Marvel became the same. It's like, oh yeah, we need that Marvel humor. We need that quirkiness, which lowered the stakes. And
I'll point out
serious.
Yeah, I'll point out the Eternals. I mean, Eternals is a very indie story, but then placed on top of a Marvel franchise. Because if you watch the Marvels and you look at the themes on Marvel, it's about love. It's about every iteration of love. But because it was a Marvel movie and because it had to have that Marvel ending, the two worlds of indie and blockbuster multi-million-dollar sci-fi is just, they don't mix, and you just saw that over and over again with Taika, with Chloe Zhao, and it was just, again, great careers from all these directors, but you had that large stain in it, which is Marvel,
right? And that's why I think they're not attracting the best talent and just going back to the well with what they know. But this is why you watch live, because we're probably going to get hit with the copyright and we'll have to cut the trailer. We're not going to make this a clip. So you watching live, it's not quite 1,000, but we're inching up there. If you're watching live, you get to see it live because you're not going to see it later.
Yeah. Got to hear that beautiful Sonny and Cher music.
Speaking of Marvel, Jonathan Majors is starring in a new movie from the Daily Wire. It's called Run, Hide, Fight, Infidels. And a warning about this trailer, it's going to trigger some people. I want to read the synopsis of this movie before we show the trailer. It's a short teaser trailer. When radical Islamic terrorists hijack a liberal college's pro-Palestine encampment to enforce barbaric Sharia law on students and execute infidels in a makeshift caliphate. That's a mouthful.
Wow.
A ragtag band of red-blooded students, a security guard tired of Uncle Tom smears, is that Jonathan Majors, and a Delta Force vet must arm up to save their clueless peers and keep America from surrendering to the enemy on its own soil. That's the synopsis and description of this movie. Do you want to see the trailer?
Sure.
I'm really curious, Jonathan Majors was going to play Kang the Conqueror. Here he's in this. This movie's a minute, or this trailer's a minute for this film. Let's watch it. Let's be open-minded. And here we go.
We have a terror warning in Northern Virginia.
Radical Islam has designs openly on the West.
The FBI thwarted a terror plot on New Year's Eve. Violent attack over the Halloween weekend in Michigan.
Protests on college campuses showing no signs of stopping.
that's the teaser. It's coming soon or already here from the Daily Wire. So Jonathan Majors is in this. We didn't get to see. I had not seen the trailer.
Is that the one where he fell out the window, by the way?
Oh yeah. That's it. That's
this is the one.
He fell out the window and got hurt. So but we didn't get any footage. This was a teaser just for the subject. This is going to be like Citizen Vigilante, and I don't think it's the last film we'll see. I think action movies have a new enemy, and it's Islamic radicals. What do you think about this, Alan?
I love it because it's yet another film that only we and Christian Toto will review.
Yeah, exactly. You're the only reviews out there. Although, well, Citizen
I'll have my Citizen Vigilante review out this weekend, but but it's like there's 4, I think, for Citizen Vigilante, and they're all bad. So I guess I'll be the outlier.
Okay.
But yeah, this gonna be another one for sure, 100%.
Yeah, and just we're gonna see people really take a stand on whether they even cover these movies.
Mm-hmm.
But here on the good news front, look at this: Citizen Vigilante is on X for free, while director Uwe Boll trolls Supergirl. I have some clips here, and then he released. Oh, let me just play the clips. This is from Uwe Boll's X account called Boll Films. So let's see what he has to say here.
So here's Uwe Boll, and besides walking the dogs into the water, who wants to see Supergirl on the weekend when you can watch Citizen Vigilante, right? So keep watching it, and all the best. Have a good one, and have enough water in the heat. So
he's saying like, go see Supergirl, or don't see Supergirl, see Citizen Vigilante. And here he's got another clip here. Let me play this one for you here.
Here it is. Here's Uwe Boll, the director from Citizen Vigilante. The hour is up. The movie is now available on X for 48 hours. Enjoy.
So that's it. He made an announcement, and then here it is: Citizen Vigilante. The movie Hollywood doesn't want you to see. It's banned in Germany, and apparently the search results from Germany looking for Citizen Vigilante are off the charts. But Elon Musk actually put this out. It's available until 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 27th. So let's see, what's today? This 26th. So you have until tomorrow morning to watch it. So all day today, Citizen Vigilante available now. You can watch it. Elon Musk, it's all over. Just look on X. And you can find it. This is brilliant marketing. And a lot of people have said, I'll just buy it. Honestly, you know what I did? I bought it. I bought it on Fandango as part of my digital collection. So just mainly because I want to support. I don't know if I've ever bought a Uwe Boll film. I've certainly seen them. But I love that he's trolling Supergirl in promoting Citizen Vigilante. What do you think of this? What do you think of Uwe's plan here? And it's got, I'll check the views while you're
No, it's a great move. It's a great, why not? With all the controversy behind it, let's get more eyes on it. I just, I mentioned it in my review, but a movie that just basically lays it out. This is what's happening in the world. Mm-hmm. And whether you like the fact that a vigilante is out there trying to exact justice, that's a movie discussion. But he's brave enough to at least say, this is happening. You see it in the news and you see it on the streets, which is something you don't see out of Supergirl. Something objectively better than Supergirl.
Well, I love an upstart indie because Uwe Boll basically paid for this movie himself. Yeah. Paid for it, released it himself, put it out there. He's been going on a lot of podcasts. You saw him here first. Check out on our Film Threat Interviews channel. He and Armie Hammer came here to talk about it, and he offered to come back and review movies. Should we get Uwe Boll
Yes.
to review Supergirl? Yes. No, Supergirl.
Oh, Supergirl? Oh.
You'd have to go see it. I can email him.
You'd have to make him see it.
Yeah, but I love that he's promoting it. He's seeing like Supergirl, the reaction is wildly negative. So he's taken an opportunity. The views on Citizen Vigilante are 6.4 million currently and climbing. My guess is over 10 million. And look, he made it. Sure, he made it to make money. Yes, it's a by the numbers. We've seen this before. Vigilante, Death Wish type movie. And those movies became, when crime was rampant in the 70s, these kind of revenge films became popular. Yeah. Very popular.
Well, I mean, to the point, if this was made in America, if one of the studios did it, it'd be the Klan. You know, he'd be fighting the Klan.
Well, yeah, it'd be like, you know, Lanterns.
Yeah.
The Lanterns.
Yeah, they're Charlie Kirk-like leader, leading white supremacists through the streets and vandalizing stores and massive robberies.
Ultimately, what Citizen Vigilante is about, along with Run, Hide, Fight, Infidels, it's about proper representation of villains in movies. White guys can't play all the villains. So here we go. We got representation. And Jonathan Majors, very good actor. We'll see what he comes up with. We want to see that scene where he falls out a window.
Yeah. But it's also ripped from the headlines and the actual headlines. Not the sanitized version we get on the mainstream media all the time.
Or the reports from the UK. It's ripped from those headlines.
Yep.
Hey, the Odyssey is coming, and it's been announced in an article. Believe it or not, I don't know how much we need to go into this.
No, we need to go into this.
Okay. The Odyssey will not do screenings for influencers. Alan, there have been complaints from a lot of people that influencers have taken over the media in terms of covering movies. You and I go to press screenings, and there was a time way back when we would go to see a major movie and you'd say, yeah, you can bring a +1. Or if it was a movie like a Disney movie, they'd say, bring you and your family are invited.
Yeah, we'll fly you out.
Well, that doesn't happen for us, but we get invited. But now more recently, in the last year or so, we get invited to a big screening. They say no +1s. And people ask why. It's because they've invited influencers to be part. Now, if the studios see value in the social media traction they may get from these screenings that translate to ticket sales, that's their choice. And if we are going to go to one of these screenings, we abide by the embargo, when we can react, when we can post our review. That's the agreement that we make.
Yeah.
I have no issues with that. But this is a choice by Nolan. I don't know if you have notes for this story.
I do, but I should say that there have been invitations that you and I have gotten that said if you bring a +1, they can't be in the industry, or they can't be.
Yeah.
They have to be your friend.
Explicitly say that. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Universal is taking an unusual approach with Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey by not holding advanced influencer screenings before the film's release. Instead, the studios will premiere the film in London on July 6th, with traditional critics seeing it afterwards. The decision breaks from the current Hollywood trend, where studios often invite influencers and fan site bloggers to early screenings to generate enthusiastic social media buzz before critics publish reviews. Influencer screenings have become increasingly controversial as audiences grow more skeptical of their relationship with the studio marketing. Recent examples include Disney facing criticism after presenting a promotional event with Pedro Pascal at Disneyland as if it were a spontaneous fan encounter. Supergirl received glowing influencer reactions, with some calling it the blockbuster of the summer, but professional critics were much less enthusiastic, resulting in a 58% Rotten Tomatoes score. Universal previously benefited from positive influencer buzz for Disclosure Day, but some of those over-the-top endorsements were later mocked and even referenced negatively by critics. Who would have done that? Universal's move may be a vote of confidence in Nolan's film by relying on the professional critics rather than early influencer hype. The story appears to believe the Odyssey doesn't need manufactured social media excitement. If the strategy proves successful, other studios could begin skipping influencer screenings as well. Conversely, studios that continue relying on heavily on influencer previews may increasingly be viewed as trying to shape public perception before critics weigh in.
Well, I'll say it's about time. I don't know that they really. Point is, you want to speak to fans of films that want to go to the theater and buy tickets. And I'll say that we've just seen the influencer coverage of movies has been embarrassing because for the most part, it's wildly over the top in an inauthentic way that is intended to simply promote the movie. And a lot of them are paid sponsorships in the form of like, we'll fly you out, we'll take you to the world premiere. And look at this. This is related for a recent Supergirl screening. This guy went to the premiere. His name is Fatal Steven.
Oh, I'm glad he dressed up, by the way.
He's on X he's got 3,600 followers. Fatal Steven, respectable. He talks about the movie and all this, but at the end, he says, ultimately, the writing feels incredibly off, and it makes complete sense when you realize James Gunn didn't write this one. Coming off Superman, this feels like a forced, forgettable bridge movie just meant to explain why Supergirl is working with her cousin in Man of Tomorrow. It's a flat 5 out of 10, or he says a 2.5 out of 5.
So he can do math.
So it's a 5 out of 10 or a 2.5 out of 5, to which I replied, would you say it's a 50 out of 100? That was my
God.
response to him.
I mean,
but
yeah.
Like, good on him. You know what? Good on him for taking the influencer gig, which is completely fine. But being honest, he kind of glad hands at the beginning, but then at the end, he brings it home and is honest. Good on you, Fatal Steven. But part of it is these influencers, they're very young and they're very, like, a lot of them just easily manipulated. So there you go. But I think this is a good step. And I think this really came from Nolan seeing this. And I suggested to Yellow Flash on X, I said, why don't we all just do like early reactions? So you and I are not invited to the world premiere. That doesn't happen. But
we have never been invited.
Yeah. But wait, so what we do is we actually post like our social media reaction as if we were at the premiere, but the glazing and the praise is so over the top, you will not believe us. If enough people do, and then you're free to do it. What's stopping you? Yeah. Why don't you just post when those things drop? I guarantee what'll happen is, because the trades pick that up, the trades will post them as real. But you go so over the top positive, it's like the comment section from like Little Mermaid or Starfleet Academy, right? When you see how over the top positive in a trolley way. We need to do that, Alan. Let's do it. Yeah,
that would be fun. I mean, because this is the best movie of the year until the next movie comes out.
Until the next movie. Yeah, till the next movie of the year. But yeah, good on them. And I for one am looking forward to the Odyssey.
Look, I mean that's the interesting thing about the Odyssey is, as much as we talk about it and much as we're not talking about it in a positive light, for some reason Christopher Nolan thinks he has a masterpiece, and he's willing to let the film speak for itself, which ultimately is what happens, is the film when it comes out.
Should happen.
Yeah. I mean, look, I posted a 2-word review on X. I didn't even tag the film's name to it.
Yeah.
And I got so much heat for it. And, you hate women, you hate this. And I'm like, no, I've seen the movie. And that's the thing is, and I say it with the Marvels, I say it with all these Marvel films. I'll come out, I'll see the movie, I'll give you my opinion. People will hate me for my opinion. They'll call me a misogynist or racist or whatever. And then the movie comes out and no one talks about it anymore. No one criticizes me anymore. Why? Because I was right. So I am looking forward to the Odyssey. I am optimistic. Why? Because Christopher Nolan seems to think, regardless of what people are saying, his words and his actions say that he has made the best movie of his career. And so we'll see. We'll see. We wouldn't say that. I'm sorry. The last thing is we wouldn't be saying that if he wasn't doing the influencer screenings. Yeah, we'd have cause for concern. But the fact that he's actively not doing it says a lot about what he thinks of this movie.
Has Jason Bourne been recast? This story from MovieWeb. Jason Bourne may be heading for major recast with one of the biggest stars under 30. From Ernesto Valenzuela, posted this a couple days ago. Alan, are there notes for this story?
Yes, there are.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, folks, strap on. A new rumor claims Universal Pictures is considering rebooting the Bourne franchise with Zendaya in the lead role.
No!
Replacing Matt Damon as the series' iconic amnesiac spy. Also, like Special Forces spy, too. The report comes from entertainment insider Jeff Snyder, the Insnyder, who says one of his sources...
Wait, it was Jeff Snyder?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll see.
So he says one of his sources claims discussions have taken place. However, Universal has denied the report, and Zendaya's representatives have not confirmed it. Zendaya is proving that she can handle action roles as Chani in Dune. A female version of the Bourne character could also help distinguish a reboot from Damon's acclaimed portrayal. Universal may want to revive Bourne as a competitor to the next James Bond. Landing a major star like Zendaya could help Bourne as a modern rival in the spy genre.
First of all, if you want to make an action movie with Zendaya, go right ahead.
Yeah,
and call it whatever you want. But take that Jason Bourne name out your effing mouth. No way. It's stupid. It's dumb. It don't work. A female 007? No. A female John Wick? No. Create a new character that people... Even the Mad Max movie with Furiosa had Mad Max in the title.
Mm-hmm.
And Supergirl, which we'll talk more about today, the best parts of Supergirl is when Superman and Lobo are in the movie. That's the only parts worthwhile. This is a terrible idea. I'm not sure. Jeff Snyder, he has broken some big scoops, frankly. Broken some big ones. He's also been colossally wrong.
Yeah.
So his batting percentage is... His at-bats hitting percentage is decent, but
just that broken clock is right twice a day.
I mean, look, I could throw out some bullshit, and some of it might be true, but he has gotten some big ones right. So that he's saying it is, but even he is skeptical of his own information. So he's reporting it, but he's also reporting kind of could be BS. But I really hate this. A terrible idea. Terrible. I mean,
let me ask you this: when they announced that Matt Damon would play Jason Bourne, did you buy it? Did you think to yourself, yeah, Matt Damon could be this Jason Bourne character? We have to see the movie, But I mean, because to me it was like, Matt Damon, really? That was my first thought when I heard about the casting.
He'd never really done an action movie.
Yeah.
But look, hey, work out, get in shape. The premise of the character being, having amnesia, but then having these skills that are kind of just, like reflex. just is cool. So, I like the Jason Bourne movies. It's like a raw Bond. It's like a unglamorous Bond, actually, and how I would imagine actual real spies work.
Yeah.
So, I think this is a bad idea, Zendaya. Create something new that is for her. If you want to make an action movie with her, develop that and call it Jesse Boone, but not Jason Bourne.
Jesse Boone. Let me speak to how a rumor like this gets out. I don't know the source. I don't know exactly, but this is what I would imagine. When you're in a creative meeting and thinking about what to do next, often what happens is a brainstorming session comes out. And in a brainstorming session, you try to get every idea possible, bad and good, bad and great. And I'm pretty sure someone just in this brainstorming session said, what about Zendaya as Jason Bourne? And everyone in the room says, that's real stupid, but the rules say we have to put it on the board. So we'll put it on the board. And I think that's what happened here. No one was taking this seriously. But, the rules of brainstorming is you put it on the board.
Yeah, well, let's hope this happens at never o'clock. That's the time I hope we never see this.
Unless for some reason Zendaya gains a lot of weight and buffs out.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
Hey, we're about to talk Supergirl, but I've got a couple of news stories that are related. Millie Alcock's biggest challenge playing Supergirl.
Was it acting?
No. First of all, I think she is a very good actress.
Okay.
But a friend of mine who's on the KTLA news, his name is Scott Mance. He does the junket circuit sometimes, and he had a chance to talk to Millie Alcock and ask her some questions. Let's see. It's a very short clip, but it's really worth looking at for her answer. Okay. I love that. It looks like Scott Mance is imagining making out with Millie Alcock. Look at that face.
Oh my God.
Scott, what are you doing? What are you doing, Scott?
Millie.
Hey, Scott's a really good guy.
He is. We should not be making fun of Scott.
Well, I'm making fun of hey, you should make fun of me when I have faces like that, which is every single show, by the way. Let's see what she has to say to his very good question.
There must have been a lot of challenges for you because of the emotional toll of the character, the arc of the character, but also the physicality of it all. What were the biggest challenges for you?
The biggest challenges for me are actually these moments. No, I'm serious because I got into this because I wanted to be a really good actor, and in drama school, they don't teach you how to do a press run. They don't teach you how to pose for a photo. They don't teach you how to speak on camera in this way. They don't teach you what it's like to suddenly have external opinions about you, not who you play, but who you are and how you look. So this has been the biggest challenge for me.
Well, you're really good at it.
She's great at it.
She's really great at it
all day.
There must have been a lot of challenges.
That might be a little bullshit there at the end. I don't know about that. But her answer.
Why do you keep stopping on Scott like this?
Just where it pauses. Her answer is, I give her credit. Yeah. She is being honest. I think on the red carpet, she is answering honestly. But she's not the best salesperson for this movie. But in this interview, he asked her a simple question. What was the biggest challenge? The biggest challenge is doing press. I don't know how to do that. She's being honest and truthful. And I admire her for that. Like doing red carpet, doing these junket interviews, one after the other. It lasts days, by the way. It's a blur for the talent. See one after another, people carted in and they ask the same basic questions. Okay. So it gets mundane, but she didn't train to do media. She didn't train to do red carpet. She didn't train to pose and be a model. She's an actress. And I think a very good one in an unfortunate bad movie where she's miscast. Everybody's praising Millie Alcock. They'll tear apart Supergirl, every aspect of it, but then everyone says Millie Alcock is very good. BS. I call BS. Miscast, wrong. Like, I mean, not helped by the script, but no, she's not. Someone more likable of a character, and we'll get into that later, like could have done better. But I admire her honesty. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that I'll say that a lot of the red carpet stuff, I think it's not only the lack of training, but I think there's a level of being diplomatic. You're looking at the situation presented in front of you, and you're trying not to say things that'll get that you're walking on eggshells in these cases. And so, I think that's what we want from celebrities, is just some level of honesty to say, okay, I misspoke, or I said something wrong. To me, admitting you did something wrong, it just makes you much more authentic. And to say that I'm new at this, I don't know what I'm doing the best I can. We will forgive a lot of things if you can just say that, because you don't come off as arrogant. You don't come off as I'm telling you how you should think, or that my opinions are that. This is what Rachel Zegler should have been doing during the Snow White press. So, like I said, I'm giving Millie Alcock a lot of credit on her, giving a lot of slack on her publicity. Again, but I still have to stand by my opinion of her as Supergirl.
Well, I'll say I don't think she hasn't gone full Rachel Zegler. She's not spouting or promoting political opinions. She is answering questions honestly, which she should be coached. Sometimes you need to be diplomatic and not 100% honest.
Or just promote the movie.
Yeah, promote the movie. But that answer explains everything to me. It explains all of her behavior in the press. And I hope she survives this to go on and be in better projects.
Yeah. Like that Christian dad comment, the context of it was, that's what she was told, was if you pissed off the Christian dads, you must be doing something right. I don't know that was necessarily her opinion, but it was something that was told to her, which I fully believe was told to her by, I believe it was Peter Safran. Because I think they all know the kind of movie they made, the quality of the movie they made.
Exactly. In related news, a Krypto series is in the works. Did you know that, Alan?
Yeah. I could have told you this before they even thought of making a Krypto series.
It's the Krypto cinematic universe. Krypto is going to be in every will Krypto be in Lanterns?
Mm-hmm.
So far, Krypto has been in everything because Gunn is obsessed, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
fuck Grogu. We're going with Krypto.
Well, I'll say the way Krypto was used in Superman, in contrast to in Supergirl, used much better in Superman, because Gunn knows how to direct characters that are completely digital. And the way Krypto was used in Supergirl was nothing like a plot thread. But from Variety, Warner Brothers and DC Studios have announced a Krypto animated series. The series follows Krypto as he tags along the gang of misfit criminal wannabes who live down the block. They soon discover he's a ball of destructive, lovable energy, worse than any of them. As he accompanies them into misadventures and poorly laid plans, Krypto's pure nature slowly ends up redeeming them, whether they want it or not. That is the description of this series in the works. It sounds terrible. It sounds absolutely terrible. I think the enthusiasm for everything DC as I think post my viewing of Peacemaker season 2, which I watched every episode of that show to my it's just, oh my God. It was just from that. Why did I not stop?
I couldn't get through past episode.
It was bad, but just did we really want this? They already did Super Pets, right? They made that animated
Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. Like, it's not like we don't need this. And they canceled Kingdom Come and they're making this. What are we even doing, Alan?
Yeah. I think we're overestimating the public favorability of Krypto. I think people are just saying, just because it's the cutest bright spot in both the Superman and Supergirl movies, you have to make it a series. But the ultimate question is, who is the audience for this? And the beauty of this upcoming merger is Warner Brothers and Nick Jr. are now tied together. So if this is a kid show on Nick Jr., I think it could work. Otherwise, I is this for adults? If so, I don't see how this could work.
No, this is for kids, for little kids. But my question is, based on the synopsis of the story we just read, I mean, Supergirl is pretty irresponsible with her dog. She leaves the dog with Clark to go where? We still don't know.
To go party and get drunk.
To go party and get drunk. And then we see her with Krypto, who she can't live without, but she leaves him with Superman to go off. I don't know. Just the relationship is not clearly defined. And honestly, I got to say, before this even comes out, I already hate it.
Yeah. But I think after the character twist in Supergirl, I think she's now going to become a more responsible pet owner.
Give us a big thumbs up to doubt what Alan just said. Click that like.
That's what the whole movie is about, right?
Oh my God. No, this is a pass before it even comes out. Hey, we've gone through a lot of news. It's time to hear from you, and then we'll get to reviews. We'll do a Supergirl spoiler review. We'll talk Jackass, 1780, and a movie I saw, Lucky Strike. But let's get to your comments here. I'm going to save the Supergirl comments. So I have a couple here for Supergirl, but let's go.
All right. Almost stacks for 5. Oh, Mount stacks for 5. Bring back the movie trailer guy. Every trailer, blah, blah, music build up, music hard stop, quip, back to music, fade out. The formula, tired.
Yeah, it's tired, but it works. It gets you to want to see the movie.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, Shucksy.
Hey, Shucksy for 5. Saw Citizen Vigilante on Prime yesterday. I very much enjoyed the movie overall. Thank you so much for interviewing Uwe and letting us know about it.
Hey, Shucksy. Good to see you the other night at Supergirl.
Yeah.
I think we're all suffering in the lobby, and that was great.
By the way, did Armie Hammer do other interviews other than ours?
He did. He's on the interview circuit.
Oh, cool.
Thank you. Appreciate
John
that.
Who for 742. A guaranteed way to drive interest in a movie is to ban it. Yep.
Yeah. It's the, what do they call the Streisand effect?
I don't think that's it, but yeah. Larry J for 20. I've been in the Army for a few minutes. I was in Iraq in 2015-16. That Run, Hide, Fight trailer set me off. I brought back memories I want to forget.
Yeah, I've heard of people being scarred from their experiences overseas. My son was stationed in Bahrain for a spell, and sounds pretty awful. It sounds like America has a new challenge ahead. And thank you, Larry. Very generous. Thank you for your support.
Gatekeeper for a member for 24 months. Wishing you guys continued success and good health.
Thank you, Gatekeeper. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate it. That's awesome.
All right. Moon Knight for 2. Zendaya is hot on the red carpet, but not in movies.
Yeah, it's weird how, and other actresses are like that too. You see them like in their movies, drab outfits that are like very asexual or boring. And then you see them on the red carpet and they're fully see through everything, you know? So
she did a movie on Netflix she was pretty hot in.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Tabasol for 20. What's superhero like with a drunk, obnoxious girl?
We're trying to answer that question.
Andy Miller for 5. Nolan simply needs to say his movie is made for 2026 U.S. audiences, and that was informed by Homer, not closely based on any source. Tell the truth, Nolan.
I believe that will be revealed once we see the movie.
Yeah.
And when we see more in-depth interviews. The interviews he's been doing lately have been light. They've been about the IMAX format. They've been about the spectacle. The 60 minutes thing was worthless.
Mm-hmm.
So, but thank you, Andy Miller, and thank you for watching from the UK. Good luck there.
Jean Hu for 742. Why didn't the studio prep Millie Alcock for the press interviews? You wonder, huh?
Yeah, you wonder about that.
Or how about her manager? Why didn't her manager prep? Or why didn't her agent prep her?
Well, what's interesting is how James Gunn is fairly absent from the press for this.
I mean, her manager gets a cut of everything she earns, you would think. Okay. Larry J for 10. There's a Joker series, Joker Laugh Riot, about the Joker after Batman is dead series. Even more, what in the actual F is James Gunn doing? Why make Batman projects with no Batman?
Yeah, it's a little infuriating that you're referencing the Clayface movie coming out, which could be very good, but why does it have to be Clayface? I don't get the logic of that. I bet it was very cheap to make.
Yeah,
thank you.
But I do know that Sony, they make Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man, and they're better than Supergirl. Andy Miller for 5. To be very clear,
again. Yeah.
What?
I'm saying thanking him again. He's from the UK.
Yes, I know. Thank you again for Andy Miller from the UK. To be very clear, there's nothing wrong with the Wilson translation. Those commenting never have read it. Nolan's writers clearly had their own plan. Yeah, what translation are you using? And
Yeah. I'm real. The American accents really throw me off. They really throw me off. It doesn't work.
Hey, you for 5. What do you think of the Batman Knightfall trilogy trailer? I'm intrigued. DC animation seems superior to live action in general.
Well, yeah, DC animation. I saw that trailer on the Nooner with Gary Beekler. Great. It looks really good. I like the animation style. They seem to respect the source material more.
Yeah.
Except for
the Amazon Batman series.
No, Killing Joke. That was terrible.
The Amazon Batman series.
The Amazon Batman. I don't care about that. That was fine. It's an Elseworlds thing. It didn't bother me. What bothered me was Killing Joke and completely changing it. So the Knightfall trailer looks amazing. Thanks, hey you.
Uncle Jimmy Jam, member for 14 months. I really wanted Gunn to succeed with DCU. However, the power blew up his ego, and he is using the film to settle some misguided political grudge. Yeah, if you want to see me talk about how we need to give James Gunn a chance, how he's the only person out there who really could create something great with the DCU, and now I'm eating my words. So
yeah, I think everyone is questioning Gunn now, even the people that stood by. I was rooting for him until I saw Peacemaker season 2.
Yeah.
But thank you, Uncle Jimmy Jam. And hey, Andrew Cram gifted 1 Film Threat membership. Thank you, Andrew.
Pushing your cat for 10. Chris Allen, sorry for getting emotional, but 1, thanks for going over Klara and the Sun. 2, will you review the trailer for the animated Batman Knightfall? And 3, leave Bourne alone. Enjoy the weekend.
We could do that at the end of the show. We've got a plan. We have reviews to get to. We can look at the Knightfall because I don't think Alan has seen it.
I've not seen it.
Yeah. Thank you, Bush and Rio Cat. Is that a photo of you? Those sunglasses. Nice.
Yeah. Hubba hubba.
Nice.
Gamer Gramps for 5. What's your thoughts on Pinocchio on String? Looks like he's hacking up women to be a boy. Weird. Yeah, by the way, we've been offered the director of Pinocchio.
Oh, we have? Say yes.
Okay, I will.
Alan, say yes. Let's arrange it. Okay, so I went to a panel at Monster Palooza in Pasadena, and if you're a member of the channel, Gamer Gramps, I recorded the panel of Pinocchio Unstrung. These people, they know what this movie is. It was mostly all puppetry. It was like an animatronic, robot puppet they used for it. The trailer looks gory and fun. We are 100% going to review it. and we may interview the director. Alan, connect me with that so I can schedule it. We'll make it happen. Okay. That's great. Thank you, Gamer Gramps.
Jay's flashlight collection for 5. E-Online posted a red carpet video asking Alcock, Gunn, and others about the Superman Gripper Cup. Hilarious, and Gunn was typical pervy self.
I don't know what he's talking about, because the Gripper Cup, which I got, it's effectively, it's a trench coat. I mean, as you can see from the, the design and the sides of it,
the lips.
It's a trench coat. It's a trench coat. Yeah. It's not what you think. So get your pervy thoughts out of your head.
Yeah. I mean, I like the trench coat Majora. Todd Koenig for $4.99. Guys, we should still push people to go see movies for themselves, even if you guys don't like it. They might, and it helps the theaters. I don't think we ever tell people don't go see a movie. We just tell you what we think of the movie.
Yeah. So what we think, and then you are free to make your own decision.
Yeah. So Todd, enjoy Supergirl. In fact, Warner Brothers would like you to see it 5 or 6 times this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. A few more comments here. Oh man, they're coming in.
I know. Yeah. Da Bobby's World for 10. Just real quick, I want to apologize to Chris for what happened a few weeks ago at Costco. Would have said something sooner, but I'm working on a new podcast.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah. So you can check, which Costco do you go to? And
I go to the one in Alhambra.
Okay.
The great city of Alhambra. And that's where I'm at. So yeah, don't nothing to apologize for. Thank you.
Alhambra has good Chinese food. Bill S. Preston Esquire. Lots of professional critics will glaze the Odyssey for casting Elliot Page, Lupita Nyong'o, and Zendaya Coleman. Nolan isn't afraid of them. He needs them.
Yep.
Tony Elias. How dare you hate the film I haven't seen yet? At Film Thread. Yeah.
You have to put that post out every single time.
I know.
That's your go-to. Like when I put out the really looking forward to this one, how do people not know that I'm joking?
Yeah, for some reason, sarcasm doesn't carry.
It doesn't
on social media.
If you've been following me, I'm a jackass and a smart ass.
I know.
So there you go.
I know. I've said some sarcastic things. I can't believe you're a commie liberal. I go, okay, whatever. ADLS 24. Never forget, Collider gave Supergirl an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, there you go.
Writers like Film Threat. They have a lot of reviewers and writers there. So
yeah, a lot of different people there.
Yeah, because recently we trashed a movie and then our review was a 10.
well, Alan and I trashed a movie on YouTube, our YouTube reviews, and the reviewer who wrote the review on the website at filmthreat.com gave it a good review. It happens.
Yeah.
It's called it's real diversity.
Yeah.
Diversity of thought and diversity of opinion. And I like that.
I've never told a writer for these major films, if you can't match our review, then don't review it. No. Someone has to review it, and we got out there. From Rumble, One Punch Fan, $5. Hail Gore Ing.
Hail.
Pepper Peter Piper Pickled. Someone in the comments said double feature with Citizen Vigilante. I thought they were talking about Klara and the Sun. I thought it was a joke.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, maybe we should. Commander Keen. He looks like he's trying to copy Wes Anderson.
Yeah, Klara and the Sun looks a little. I mean,
Taika has a distinct style.
Yeah.
Mojo for $5.99. Your thoughts on Coyote versus Acme? I like that they once more married animation with live action flawlessly. Love you guys. Keep up the great work. Oh, and by the way, we have been offered the director of Coyote versus Acme.
Why don't you send these people to me so I can?
Because it came yesterday, and I'm trying to get through my email.
Okay, well, just start an email thread and let's go.
Okay.
But thanks. Also, by the way, Alan and I saw a bunch of the movie at San Diego Comic-Con, and it looks amazing.
Looks okay. Jason Nelson for 2. Can you do a segment next week? Best of 26 so far.
We'll do it on Versus or Hollywood on the Rocks.
Yeah.
Atomic Glory, put that in the schedule.
Yeah, but it'll be a quick segment. Todd,
Yeah,
199. Go on, help my AMC stock.
Yeah, thanks, Todd.
Yes,
Appreciate
I do own
that.
one. Johnny Las Vegas for 199. I think people are getting tired of the girl boss grift.
Agreed.
Just now, Andrew Cram for 10. No one applauded when.
Oh, wait. Let me save that, Andrew.
Okay,
we're gonna save it because it's Supergirl related. So, but let's get to it. Before we review Supergirl, let's talk about Jackass, Alan.
Mhm.
I am a Jackass fan. I watched the series in the late 90s. I have seen every Jackass movie in a theater and went to an event last night, which was okay. I got to tell you what happened to me. Went to the AMC Santa Anita. It's the AMC theater in a mall, and go in the theater to sit down. I had just got my popcorn and drink. And what do you think happened?
What?
The lights came on, flashing lights, alarms going off, insanity in there, and they kicked everyone out of the theater. Okay, so I'm at the AMC at Santa Anita Mall, and there's some kind of fire thing happening. I went to see the new Jackass, but, well, there's some emergency, the lights going off, we left the theater. I'm recording this in case I don't review the film tomorrow. Anyways, I gotta leave now. Okay. They're kicking me out. They kicked me out. All right, so that's the end of that. But so I recorded that because I thought I'm not good. There's like a fire alarm. It ended up being nothing. Got back in the theater, sat down, packed audience for the fan screening, which meant that we all got a poster. And I gotta say, I loved every minute. It's not the best. It's not the best movie of the. If there's 6 Jackass movies, but one was a Jackass Presents called Bad Grandpa, which I loved. Johnny Knoxville in old age makeup, with kind of a thin story of driving his wife's body across the country. It's such a, oh my God. Bad Grandpa might be one of my favorites. Best and Last is like kind of a best of, okay? Best of mixed. So bits you've seen in previous movies and from the TV show, including bits that they recorded that never made the show. Like one where I've seen it before, where he shoots himself with a gun in the chest. He's got a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, I think that was the first episode, and MTV wouldn't let him show it.
And then there was another one that got them banned from West Hollywood. And I know this hardware store where it's Johnny Knoxville in an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs. Trying to say, hey, can you help me out? I need a.
He goes into a hardware store trying to buy a hacksaw.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
And the police show up. They call the police, and 4 police cars show up.
Oh, it was awesome. And the funny thing was, when the police officer pulled up, she forgot. It was a female police officer. She forgot to put the parking brake on, so the car kept going, and she had it crashed. So they got in trouble for that. I mean, look, I've seen these bits before. There weren't enough new bits for me. Although we saw our friend Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah. You okay? Yeah, I think you're frozen. Is Chris frozen or am I frozen?
Okay, it's fine now. It's fine now. Little glitch, Alan. We're okay. It happens. It's live. It's live.
The problem is I don't know if it's me or if it's you.
It's all good. So it's. I wish there were more new bits. And the thing is, these movies are not very expensive. The reported budget is $10 million, but a lot of that has to be insurance, ambulance, medical people standing by. These guys are in their 50s now. And Steve-O did one of the, like, I don't know, he did this. He did this rectal exam with a robot that has a metal finger with sharp edges on it. And the exam went as you would expect. These guys really do. What's the worst thing we could do to you? I don't know that anyone would want to repeat these bits. They even showed a bit where they put Johnny Knoxville in a box filled with pillows and threw him down the stairs. It was violent, and it never aired on MTV because they said, well, it's too repeatable. Like, you could do that. So look, I loved it. It's not the best of these movies. What I'm looking forward to is I think all the Jackass movies, they did like a Jackass 1.5 or a Jackass number 2.5. They do this like bonus version that's like got like an hour of extra bits that didn't make the cut of the movie. I love that. And it really made me appreciate the artistry of like what they do with the costumes they wear that are ridiculous. They have sort of a premise and like a couple scripted lines, and they do these stunts like a magic trick. And it's like they're presenting it with some prestige, but it's something gross and gory. And you know what? Not the best one. Still loved it. And I'll get it. I'll get the version that has extra footage on it. Still, I think Bad Grandpa may be one of my favorites. So strong recommend from me. Alan, what'd you think of Jackass Best and Last?
Yeah, unlike you, I didn't watch the series, and for the obvious reasons. This is just not my thing, but I did enjoy watching this. There was never a moment in this watching it that I thought to myself, boy, that sounds like fun. I wish I could be a part of this group.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Oh my gosh, the lip filler, that was awful.
Oh, that was great.
Whoever Poopies is, I don't know. I don't know these people. The human pretzel, that's the one that really grossed me out. I don't know if I should describe it, but
don't describe the human pretzel. Do not describe it.
Yeah, a lot of penises. It's interesting, like how, because they had to blur out some of the penis, but not all of the penis. And it's interesting to me. It's just this weird movie, and you go in knowing exactly what you're going to get, and they deliver. I thought there was enough new stuff. I did like watching the old stuff, and I did also like watching people walk out midway through.
People walked out of my screening too.
Yeah, and it's weird because you would think you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
And B, how is this the most offensive thing you've ever seen from a Jackass movie to make you want to walk out? But maybe this is not the movie you should bring your teen daughter to see, because those are a lot of the people who walked out.
They want to pass on their love of Jackass. I mean, I will say, I hope this is not the last one, because one of the things like Johnny Knoxville gets genuinely choked up and emotional when he says this is the last one. This is the last one. Then they put him in an electric chair, shock him, and say, is this the last one? So I hope it's not the last. But this movie is like a window, because you see so much from the late 90s and early 2000s. Like, we have changed as a culture. And it reminded me of this we would just laugh at stupid shit.
Yeah.
If you like laughing at stupid shit, that's what Jackass is. No social commentary, just it's goofy, dumb. And I love their attitude. It reminds me of a time when I was younger, when these kinds of I would play practical jokes on Friends, and I love to do that. One of my favorite practical jokes, I had a styrofoam hammer. It's true. I made a short film when I was younger called Ouch. It's a horror short film. And I had this styrofoam hammer I made for the movie. And what I would do is I'd take a real hammer out of the styrofoam hammer. I'd take the real hammer, I'd drop it and drop the styrofoam one at the same time. But you wouldn't see the real hammer behind my back. So it sounded like the styrofoam hammer made a real noise. Then I'd take the styrofoam hammer and I would throw it at my friend who would go, ah, ah, ah. They realize it's styrofoam. Now, no one got hurt. It was fine. But that was like the level of jokes that I would do. Okay.
The Chris
But,
Gore
like,
prank show. Yes.
Yes, it never happened. But I'm just saying it was me goofing around with a prop from the film. But you know, like this attitude, like you couldn't make Jackass a show now. And this movie, it's probably not going to perform as well as the other one. I mean, look, made for 10 million, doesn't need to make a lot of money. We'll see on Monday how it does box office wise. I expect it to do, it's going to make money. It's not going to fail based on how cheap it is. So it's just, I wish there were more new bits, but I agree. When you see how much older these guys have gotten, I mean, one guy, Poopy's, got the lip filler as a bit. They may have had some other work. It doesn't look like, but whatever. I just, you know what? If you're a Jackass fan, you will love it. If you've never seen this movie, seen a Jackass movie, go see it. See how long you'll last.
Yeah, I remember in the last, just questions I had, but like in the last movie, they added some new people. They added a woman, and she's been
part of it for a while.
Has she? But she didn't do a damn thing in the movie. Not a single thing.
She was like an assistant or something.
Or she was just standing there. She was kind of in the opening bit.
Yeah, I don't know all the lore of all the characters. I just know I've seen every episode of the show. I've seen every movie multiple times.
Yeah.
Bad Grandpa's probably my favorite because it had something of a story, and man, it goes off the rails.
Grandpa, it was a much. It was like the Borat type movies.
Yeah,
where it's all about the interaction you have with real people.
Yeah,
and or going into real situations. That was to me what I loved about Bad Grandpa.
Yeah,
that was the one with the kid at the end at a beauty pageant. A kid.
Oh yeah, it's Bad Grandpa. But look, I recommend seeing it in a theater. If you're not a fan or haven't seen it, you're going to be very confused. So I hope this is not the last. Do you recommend Jackass Best?
I do.
Last?
I do.
Let's go to comments. We have some comments.
Okay, Sam Spurgeon, Jackass, the nursing home movie. I mean, honestly, that's why I think it is the last one. They're getting younger.
Yeah, they're in their, I mean, legit based on the bits, some of them could have a heart attack and die.
Well, it's that, I guess every movie he has to face a bull.
Yeah.
And he does it twice in this one, and that second one was like, oh my God, how is he not dead? Roberto Calderon. So Jackass Best and Last was just a clip show. No,
it's I'd say more than half of it. But the thing is, these are clips that have never been seen, and some are repeats of bits, like the midgets getting in the fight.
Yeah,
and then the midget police show up. Then the midget paramedics. It keeps escalating like that.
Well, that's just it. It's all about. It's all about the reaction of the people watching this.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell just happened? So I would break into thirds. It's third stuff you've seen, third stuff you've never seen, and then third new stuff.
Well, it's new stuff that's previously unseen.
That's what I'm saying. Stuff that's not been seen is a third of it. And
if you're a fan, go see it in a theater with. I haven't laughed that hard at a movie this year. I mean, I've seen some very funny movies. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, but this, I was constant laughing and grossed out.
I would say bring someone who's easily offended and then watch them walk out. Figure out take bets on how long it'll take them to walk out, and then take another bet on what excuse they're going to give you to leave. Although Liuqui, too much interesting things where they never meant to go.
Too much inserting things where they were never meant to go. I agree. There was too much of that. It was too easy, I guess. So, but Alan, it's time. It's time for us to talk Supergirl and Supergirl spoilers. And if you did not see our out of the theater review, let me give you a little refresher. We're here with our out of the theater reaction for Supergirl. We just saw it.
Shut the fuck up, Chris! You will pay for this!
I don't know why she was so mad. That's crazy. But yes, let's talk Supergirl. I'm going to get in a right costume here. This is our spoiler review. We're going to go into detail about what works and what doesn't work about the movie. And I'll just say, as I take this off to reveal my Film Threat super inspired shirt, available at shop.filmthreat.com. We'll get into spoilers. I saw the movie.
Hold on. For this to work, we need to at least have 3 of you have seen the movie. So hopefully there's enough.
3 of you seen the movie? Okay, good. You have. Good luck to you all. Let's get into the spoilers, and the spoilers will explain in detail why so much of this movie does not work. The best I can say about this movie is it produced something that rivals the Dune popcorn bucket with the Supergirl flesh trench coat drinking cup. Yay. This is an actual thing that exists that you can get, and they may be on discount if people are not buying them.
And did they pre-lube it, or did you?
No, but I did get a second one with Lobo, and it's in its original plastic, which I may keep it in there for. I don't know how much these are going for. But let's get into Supergirl. First, something very interesting someone sent me. Jim from Portland, Portland 182, sent me an email. He's quoting a comment from one of the reviews that I think explains what we've been trying to put our finger on about why this doesn't work. It's this: the modern girl boss characters are actually classic villains. They gained power not through struggle or growth, but rather birth or luck. And they are not nice or helpful. They don't sacrifice themselves for others or a greater good. Instead, they are arrogant, nasty, self-centered, and selfish. Those are the characteristics of villains in movies. Thank you, Jim, for sending me that. That explains a lot, because that is why I think girl bosses are not popular. And Supergirl, Klara, embodies those values in the film. And that is why, this is why you can't sit there, give the film a bad review on every level, say how the script sucks, and then praise Millie Alcock. Okay? I'm sorry. She is, we both said it. She was miscast. She is completely miscast in this role. What do you think about that comment?
About being a villain?
About girl bosses are effectively have the values, they embody values of villains. They're not heroes to be admired.
I mean, it's an interesting thought. And what's weird about it is those values, those quote unquote villainous values in a girl boss, it's weird to say it, but they're not seen as villainous values. In fact, they're seen as authentic values of the struggle of women, which is why I think that's why we get that term. I know I'm still kind of wrestling with it, but it's the two sides of the same coin thing. If it was a man, they'd be the villain. If it's a woman doing the same thing, she's a superhero. She's a girl boss. Yeah.
Well, I think that's really, that kind of taps into like why these things don't work and why the general public kind of rejects these types of characters, and why
we like a good villain. We like a good villain, and if this embodies the values of a good villain, there should be something likable about it. Or maybe we just don't want to see that as the protagonist of a movie.
Yeah, well, we don't. But let's get into it. First, I want to talk about some of the dumb things in the movie. I mean, some of them. The child brides thing. Are they trying to make, and this is there have been multiple movies with female heroes about children being captured by men for the purposes. Are they trying
That's
to say
Furiosa,
something?
right? That's
Furiosa. That's that was also Scarlet.
Oh yeah, Black Widow.
Black Widow. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. That was that movie. It's like this is a recurring thing with female heroes. They gotta fight the men that are turning children into slaves. Didn't make much sense at all. And when they're rescued, there are about 20 of them. Okay, and then let's talk about so now there's a green sun. I'm sorry, I'm sure it's accurate to the comics. Didn't realize that the whole green sun, I'm depowered, but then yellow sun, I have powers. Why would you abandon her somewhere knowing the yellow sun is going to rise in several hours? This horrible thing where they would go to a snap zoom of inside her molecules, showing green molecules.
Her DNA, her red blood cells turning green.
Because the green molecules are bad and poison. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or let's also put it this way. There are only two people in the universe that this affects, Superman and Supergirl. And the fact that this is a big plot point for a villain is to say, my plan will succeed if only I could find a green sun somewhere.
And why would Krem or Cream or whatever have these Krypton darts, knowing that it only affects people from Krypton and that the planet doesn't exist anymore? It makes no sense. There's so many things that are convenient or make no sense. Other things I found infuriating: the entire Argo segment, where Krypton is destroyed, baby Kal-El goes off in a ship sent by Jor-El to be a conqueror on Earth, and then Argo is encased in a dome thing, but it includes kryptonite from the deep, which from deep underneath part of the core that was preserved in the cube, that then infects the inhabitants. Why can't he make more than one capsule? There's a capsule he sends Klara and her dog. Why save the dog? How about two people? Couldn't she have gone and have more than one person? Is she expected now to mate with her cousin to preserve the Krypton bloodlines? Like there are things that make no sense. Her father, what's his name?
Who cares? Yes.
Yeah, yeah, her father name's Who Cares L, played by
David Krumholtz.
David Krumholtz, who I really like that actor a lot. Saw him in a comedy. He was just great.
Numbers.
Yeah, he's really Oppenheimer. A lot of things. Anyways, very good actor. The whole Argo segment, you're just left with questions. Too many plot points like the Argo thing make no sense. And then Ruthie, I'm on a mission. I'm going to kill, her whole family is killed in a dumb sequence where in the beginning of the movie where her brother is wearing AirPods, listening to music, and then is unaware that Cream is talking to Cream is talking to her parents and goes to scare his sister, but upon doing so interrupts Cream, who kills the brother, ends in a slaughter. Ruthie gets away. So her brother was listening to music and then sees his sister out of his corner of his eye. He's going to scare her and surprise her. But he can't hear what's going on because he has space AirPods. Utterly ridiculous. Other things that make no sense. So now she's on a mission with her family crest, family ceremonial sword, is going to go and kill him. And for some reason, Kara's like, you don't know what it'll do to you, killing someone. You don't want to kill someone. It's not worth it. And she had opportunities to take him out and allowed him to live, and goes on to kill, when there's the betrayal with the family. They're trained.
Let me address that for a second, because
there's so many things about this movie bother me.
Okay, so this idea that she stops Ruthie from killing because she doesn't understand the ramifications of doing that. So how does Supergirl know that? Who did Supergirl kill to have experienced that?
Right.
To have some kind of insight as to why revenge is so awful. What experience did she have in her entire life where revenge was something that molded and shaped who she was, to where she can give that kind of advice to Ruthie? None. Doesn't happen in the entire movie, which again, I will always point 100% this movie sucks because of the screenplay. It is the worst screenplay. And this idea that James Gunn has to approve every script before it gets greenlit. What the hell? Reading this script, you thought it was perfect and ready to go. That says a lot about your leadership now and the future of the DC universe.
And I'll say this: I don't blame the screenwriter Anna Noguera. I don't blame her. She took a job. She's an actress. She'd written one short film in 2018 that got produced. I have more experience writing scripts than she does, apparently. But I don't think I would have taken the gig of Supergirl.
But here's the thing. Look, it's fine if you want to do something really nice and help an up and coming writer create a movie. But what was clear in this is that she didn't feel like she was in over her head. She certainly didn't ask for any help. And that's what you do. There comes a point. If I was asked to write a Supergirl movie, the first thing I would do is I would do a hell of a lot of research and I would talk to a lot of people, because I have no clue how to write a Supergirl movie. And quite frankly, if I was writing a Supergirl movie, I would have written this script, because I'm not a good screenwriter.
Next, we'll talk about the very ending in the movie, but I want to wrap this up a second. I don't blame the screenwriter. She took a job and she was trying to move up in her career. Good for her. Okay. I don't blame Craig Gillespie. Okay. He has made some decent movies. Okay. He should be able to handle this. I don't blame Millie Alcock, who was okay. She got cast. Sounds fun. I'll do one.
She had some juice from House of the Dragon. That's probably why she was cast.
And it'll lead to other things she probably will be more suited for. The blame for this thing failing falls on one person, and that is James Gunn. He chose Anna Noguera to write the script. He hired, along with Peter Safran, Craig Gillespie to direct. I assume he was involved in the casting. He has been, up until recently, involved in a lot of the press for this film, in behind the scenes. He's done, I haven't seen him doing any interviews. It's all been the director and Alcock have been doing these interviews. So the blame for this is James Gunn. Mm-hmm. It really is. I think we were all very optimistic and excited, but you can only put the blame there at this point. After Peacemaker season 2, after what we're getting a glimpse of with Lanterns, and after Supergirl and Superman, look, there are arguments for why you could love that movie. I see them. I've seen positive reviews, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was a fun aspect. This was, and David Cornsweet, the only two highlights for me in Supergirl were Lobo and Superman. That's it. When they were on screen, it's like, oh, that's fun. They didn't really do much with Superman. He didn't get to kick ass or do anything. So it's kind of like the Superman movie. But
here's the problem. He has such a rich history of good to great storytelling.
Yeah.
Prior to joining DC. And the idea that he read this script and thought it was a great Supergirl story, and even compared it to the comic book series, which I've never read, but I hear mixed things about it. But fundamentally, I think some people liked it or thought it was strong enough. But again, to have greenlit this script is beyond me. How A, did he not see it coming, and B, being in charge, being able to spend hundreds of millions of dollars, did not stop and ask for a major rewrite. And and let's go a step further. She's tapped to write Wonder Woman. It's going to say a lot about James Gunn's leadership if he does not change the writer and go to a new writer for Wonder Woman. If he sticks with Anna Nagaro, DC is doomed.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the ending. So we're in spoiler territory here. In the ending, Klara prevents Ruthie from killing Crumb, whatever. I don't care. He's so forgettable. She prevents her from doing that. And then out of her, she's gone away, and then Supergirl picks up that sword and murders him, stabs him twice, and kills him. So she prevents her from doing it. But what is she saying by doing that? I'm going to take the kill for myself? It's a horrible ending. It's horrible. And like, it's one of the things we've seen through the history of heroes, even in Chris Nolan's Dark Knight films. I don't kill. It's my one rule. You're going to have to break that rule, right? In the ending of the comic, which is completely different, Kara sends Krem to the Phantom Zone.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to the Phantoms, sends him to the Phantom Zone, and then years later returns to Ruthie. Ruthie's young in the story, and then returns to Ruthie as an older woman now, late in life. Even Supergirl is older, and she releases Krem from this Phantom Zone, and Krem is apologetic and he's filled with remorse at what he did, and it's a different ending. It's a more poetic, smarter ending, if you ask me. I've heard mixed about that series, and I'm paraphrasing what I read about how the comic ends. That's a much more poetic ending that's sent to the Phantom Zone, and then he begs for forgiveness. It's a turn in his character. This unmemorable, unremarkable villain, I'll just stab him in the chest. So could not be worse. Could not be worse lessons. Okay.
Let me tell you the worst ending. Okay.
There's a worse one.
The worst one, the one I thought you were going to mention, but I'll mention this worst ending. But I'm going to give you my interpretation of the hero's journey. You have a hero and you have a villain. The villain is doing dastardly things. The hero has to defeat the villain. But the problem is the hero has a weakness. And the villain knows that. And so the villain uses the hero's weakness against him or her. And so the whole film, the whole story is about the hero overcoming his or her weakness to defeat the villain. Okay, so here, what is the event that turns Kara around, that turns her from the drunken party girl into Supergirl, the hero? Well, she's on the planet. The sun is green, and so she can't do anything. She's laying there. She's gonna die because of the green sun, and Ruthie has to go off and become the hero and save her. But lo and behold, the green sun, it turns yellow.
Yeah.
And Kara becomes Supergirl and dons the super suit for the first time. Because why? Because the green sun turned yellow, and now she can save the day.
Well, and then the very ending, she comes back to Earth, sees Clark, and is like, okay, I'm good now. I'll stay on Earth.
Really?
It's a convenient thing to set up Man of Tomorrow. I just felt nobody clapped at the screening we were at. Well, the screening we were at, nobody clapped. The public screening I went to, there was like, I'd say a third of the audience clapped at the end, a paying audience.
See,
which is a fair.
That's the other thing is why did she return to Earth? I mean, I get it. It helps in the sense of, we're making the super universe complete, but what in the story made it so compelling that she had to return to Clark and Earth? Why couldn't she just fly around to other yellow sun planets?
In the end, what I'll say about Supergirl is nothing was earned.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was earned, and it's a colossal disappointment. And I think this is the beginning of the end of James. I think after Man of Tomorrow comes out, that will be the last thing. Pay attention. Nothing new. There will be no new project announced. There'll be maybe some things in development. I don't think they're going to get made.
So the DCU has become Star Wars.
Yeah, the DCU is the new Star Wars.
Yeah. Look, my biggest problem with the movie is not only is it the script and this very, very, very basic story, because nothing in this story, the plot elements of this story we have seen before. We have the really bad guy who kills everybody, saving the girls who are being trafficked, being the drunk girl who's dealing with the PTSD of losing your planet. But ultimately, the reason you make a Supergirl movie is because this is about Supergirl. This is about a unique character in the entire universe that is known as Supergirl. And what did we learn? What makes Supergirl different from every other hero? We learn nothing about that. Other superheroes have lost their planets, lost their families, lost their loved ones. Other superheroes have had revenge journeys. Other superheroes have sidekicks who are too young and don't know what they're doing. But what this movie was missing was something that was uniquely Supergirl, that only a struggle that only Supergirl could have. And none of that is found in this movie, which makes this movie boring and makes this movie generic.
And I'll end on, see ya, bitch.
Gee.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
That's how we're ending this.
That's how I'm ending it. I need coffee. So, Alan, can you go through some of the comments? Say ones. I'm sorry, I got to go get coffee. Folks.
Yeah, I know. After watching this movie, I have never wanted to do cocaine more in my life.
We'll start from the top, if you would.
Yeah,
I'll be back. I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go.
Coffee is necessary.
Okay, I think we got this one already.
Start from the top.
Yeah, I know I am, but we didn't. Let's see. We'll get there. Okay, here we go. Eugene Johnson. I know we've read this. See where shit comes from. Buy shit. Eat shit. Say shit. Tastes like shit. Great script. Yeah, and also they say shit a lot in this movie. Foolish America. We actually got that one. Here we go. Andrew Cranford 10. I found. No, didn't we do this one? Foolish American for 5. I have to translate. Please watch Supergirl reviews from Koi Jandru, and go watch some comics with Jenna. Koi Jandru. Is that Grace Randolph? No. Okay. Andrew Cranford 10. I found Supergirl to be messy with the character development, and Lobo had no purpose in the movie, in my opinion. Lobo's purpose in the movie was to inject much needed energy for even the 10 minutes that he was in. Mark Spin, the movie they liked less than Leviticus and Pillion. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Marcus. We actually liked Leviticus and Pillion. Eugene Johnson, Supergirl was a bad movie. From the script to the cinematography, the CGI, the use of green screen was just plain bad. The action scenes were shot haphazardly. The movie was a disjointed mess. I would agree with you. That end battle scene was far worse than Flash. It just seems like the more CG progresses, the more storytelling and battle scenes digress. It should be getting better, and they're not getting better. Andrew Cranford 10. No one applauded when the Supergirl film ended at the screening I attended last night. I will tell you that there was a guy sitting next to me two chairs down, and he was having a blast. And I think he would have applauded had someone else applauded in the theater.
Good.
Let's see. Here we go. Andrew Cranford 10 again. What was Lobo's motivation? Because he never collected his bounty that he was paid to retrieve. Yeah, my feeling was I don't know who Lobo is. Did not know before going in. All I knew is he was a beloved character, and the sense I got watching the movie was this is just Jason Momoa doing his thing. And
man.
So I don't know if I don't know. You could probably speak to, was that Lobo or was that Jason Momoa you saw?
It was Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
They gave us Supergirl comics last night.
Yeah. They also gave us a QR code for a Supergirl comic.
You got a QR code?
No, it was in our screening of Supergirl.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you know how you walk in and then there's that one slide they show had the QR code for it.
Nice.
Pookie Malibu met for 23 months. The Ellisons can't end the DCU fast enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're smart, they'll do what James Gunn should have done and was just can Flash and the other movies, Aquaman 2, and just get to his. Bruce Lee Ray Jenkins for 2. When can we expect the death of the DCEU stream, Chris?
Oh,
should we do a funeral for the DC?
Should we do a DC funeral?
We should.
We usually do funerals in December.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we should wait till Man of Tomorrow. And if Man of Tomorrow shits the bed, then I think that's the green light to do a funeral.
I think it's I think it's to be dead before that.
I know. I mean, Clayface. We'll see what happens with Clayface and the Matt Reeves Batman.
Yeah. God. Well, thank you, Bruce Leroy Jenkins. Hey, we've got some more. We're gonna do a. Should we do our trailer reaction before we do? Or we've got some movies to review. Let's review these movies.
Okay.
Alan, let's talk about 1780. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you.
Yeah, let me get my notes here.
Wow, you have notes.
Yeah, because someone complains when I'm not prepared.
I love it. Alan, tell me about 1780.
Okay, well, as the title implies, 1780 takes place 4 years after the start of the American Revolution. This is a, let's just say, scope-wise, this is a movie of small scope. In fact, it's kind of a siege thriller. We have a father and son named Honor is the father. His son Miles is like probably around 10 years old. He's a very young child, but the child wants to be like his father. So the movie starts with him trying to cut wood, setting traps, which doesn't go too well. While off in the distance outside their farm, the Redcoats are chasing down a group of colonialist revolutionaries. One of them gets shot, the others get away, and so now the Redcoats are looking for this soldier who was shot. And we don't know exactly why they're so concerned about this soldier, but that plays out later in the film. So Honor and Miles are out hunting, and they come across a soldier, and Honor says, Honor, who was actually part of the military, part of the army at the start of the revolution, now he's retired, and again, for reasons you'll find out later. But he sees the dying soldier and says, well, you know, the best thing we'd do for him is let him die in peace. But the son says, no, we're not those kind of people. And they bring him back to the cabin where Honor then nurses him back to health. And so the problem is now that they have this soldier, the Redcoats are looking for him. Now the Redcoats are going to now start searching all the farms in the area for this soldier. But then you have the Kevin Spacey character named Thomas, and he's a bit of an opportunist. He understands, knows the lay of the land, and when the Redcoats come, he decides that he's gonna kind of be their tour guide for the main reason of just to take the heat off himself. You know, if he gets in the good graces of the Redcoats aren't going to do anything to him, and so that he basically leads them straight to Honor. Of which they have a side conversation because he kind of knows he's there and says, well, you know, I'm just going to bring him here. I won't tip off that he's there, but you're going to have to do it. And they're able to successfully fool the redcoats that he's not there. But the problem is no one really believes that. You know, A, the redcoats know he's hiding him, and B, Honor knows that the redcoats know that he's hiding them. And so what the rest of the movie becomes is the siege movie. And it's fairly typical when it is, you know, it's him, the soldier, and his son held up in his house. And then the redcoats outside trying to figure out how to get into the house and get the soldier. And like I said, we've seen this story before, but what you haven't seen is this story in the context of the American Revolution, where basically your weapons are muskets. So you have one shot, and then you have to reload, and then it gives you your second shot. And then also you have various weapons. You know, you have the bayonets on the swords, you have other knives, there are farm tools and other bludgeoning weapons. And so this story basically plays out as a siege movie with weapons and gear from 1780s. And you see how it plays out because, you know, you're not going to go into a house with a, you know, you don't have an automatic weapon. The bullets are basically, you know, balls, musket balls. And so they do damage differently. And so that's what I liked about this film is it's a pretty interesting story from a siege standpoint. There are twists at the end. There are reasons why everyone's in this situation. And then you have the fact is how do you defeat the bad guys? How do you escape using this gear? And I think that's enough to bring enough uniqueness to this film to be worthy of seeing. You're muted. Yeah.
Recommend 1780.
Yes, I recommend it.
And how is Kevin Spacey? He's in the movie. Is that controversial at all?
It's not controversial. I mean, the only thing controversial is that it's Kevin Spacey. And I'll say this. The issue I have with Kevin Spacey is he's an Oscar award-winning actor. And he comes across as an Oscar award-winning actor here. He acts the pants off of everybody. He's given a chance to create he's given a chance to create a very unique character, and that uniqueness is like, yeah, I could see Kevin Spacey playing or having developed this character, and I feel like he's put much more thought into his character than the other actors who are in the movie. So Kevin Spacey is a standout character, but he stands out a little too much. He's just too good for this movie.
Well, I mean, he's so good as Frank Underwood in the Netflix show.
Good. And there's a sensibility of that in this character. He's a bit slimy in it, and like I said, I think he outacts everybody in the movie. And not to say that the other actors aren't good, but he outacts them.
Great, that's a good recommend. Let's see if we have some comments.
Yeah, Makato. Kevin Spacey looks like a saint compared to Alec Baldwin, who still works in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, I have comments I'm not going to make.
Well, Alec Baldwin has the right politics, I think.
Yeah. Peter Piper pickled. John Wick with muskets. Bang bang reload 100 times. Yeah. No, it's actually bang reload. And Gamer Gramps for 5. The kill is her sacrifice for Ruthie. I don't know. Won't see it till it comes to streaming.
Gamer Gramps, that's one way of looking at it. Her sacrifice.
Yeah, she was going to do the kill so that Ruthie is untainted. I think that was the point.
Yeah, but the thing is, if she wanted to teach Ruthie a lesson, she would have not killed him and sent him to the Phantom Zone, like in the comic.
Yeah,
which that makes no sense. It's even, how many classic Star Trek episodes have we seen with Kirk? No, I won't kill him. They'd want them to kill the Gorn. No, I won't kill him.
Yeah. Well, it just shows the bad writing again, or bad character development, that there's no moral center in SUPERGIRL.
God, this coffee's good. What?
Is that coffee brand coffee?
It's not.
English Bachelors for 10. You think anyone will ever talk about this film again after the next 2 weeks? No.
People are going to talk about the box office Monday, the second weekend drop, end of line. That's it.
Oh no,
And-
they'll talk about how much closer Toy Story 5 is to $1 billion.
Well, Toy Story 5 is going to be number 1 this weekend.
Yeah.
It's
because there's no competition.
And we'll see where, and Minions is coming. That's going to kill.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to do very well.
Film Threat, 1 fan for 5. Did anyone remember that it was David Zaslav that pushed Supergirl? He put Supergirl with Big 3.
I did not hear that. I believe it. Bad choice. Bad choice. Hey, one last movie to review for today, and then we'll look at Batman Knightfall trilogy trailer. This film is Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike is a classic war movie. It's classic in the sense that, and this is a low budget indie movie directed by Rod Lurie, starring Scott Eastwood as a soldier in the Battle of the Bulge. He has lost other soldiers in his group. He's the remaining survivor trying to make his way, evading Germans. And he only has a radio. And the story is bookended by an interaction with the woman in the factory who constructed the radio. Because without this radio, he would not have survived, would not be alive today. It reminds me of classic war movies I saw as a kid. Like you'd see those old John Wayne movies, a lot of talking, a lot of melodrama, and then tense shootout scenes, a lot of close combat. You know, not a lot of explosions in this movie, but a lot of drama. Colin Hanks rounds out a great cast. And I'll just say, if you're not used to older war films, the ones I grew up watching as a kid, like ones from the 40s, 50s, it's kind of a tip of the hat to those films. Because the action in the movie is very close-up action. One interaction that Scott Eastwood's great in this. It's like he's just tense and his acting is in the era, right? There's one interaction he has with a soldier who is, they all smoke cigarettes. And one of the things they do, which the movie got its name from, a lucky strike, is you burn off the lucky strike on the tip. So that you smoke the cigarettes, you burn that off because you don't want to be, you don't want to be found, right? Or you don't see, if it's a cigarette's a cigarette, but if it says Lucky Strike, it's an American cigarette. You don't want to tip your hand, so to speak. And there's a tense standoff he has with a soldier that may have some ulterior motive that involves the cigarette. Very well done, tense scenes. But it just reminds me of a kind of war movie that they don't make now. Now, I saw this at an early, unseen screen at the AMC. And I'll be honest, some people walked out when they saw it was a war film. And it was kind of slow-moving drama with moments of tense action. It's extremely well done, but like a movie from a different era. Like you were trying to recreate a movie from a different time period. So this movie is, I'm telling you this more to say that if you don't like classic war films, this is not going to be for you. But as someone who grew up watching them, love it, recommend it. And Scott Eastwood steals the show. So recommend for me for Lucky Strike. And there you go. We'll see if we have some comments.
There's still more stories coming out of World War II.
Yeah. Is it better than Patton? It's not better than Patton.
Come on.
Captain Durag. What are you doing?
Is it better than Patton? What's better than Patton? Band of Brothers?
Like Band of Brothers, like that, like more personal story. Excuse me.
Okay, Pilgrim Media for 2. Will Anna Noguera be allowed to continue? She should no.
She should not. And if Gunn is smart, bring in like writers. I don't know what it is. Does he have a limited budget for writers? He could have hired
$1 million.
whoever
You couldn't get another million to pay someone. Can I ask you this? But apparently, there's not a lot of work in LA. But I guess all the writers left LA. Is that what happened?
Did they even need to be in LA to write this? The point is, you hire an actress who has one thing that's produced, apparently a short film. She wrote some plays that I assume James saw, but he hires her to write that script. Huge mistake.
I mean, the WGA, don't they have a directory of writers? You would, especially female ones. Could he have not gone to any of those?
Paulie's Saving Ryan's Privates.
It's actually Shaving Ryan's Privates. But,
yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Brandon Powell for $4.99. Alan, do you plan to see the new TNT that opened up in San Jose? Great food there, but the lines look awful. The new TNT.
What's TNT?
Let's see. Hold on.
Let's look. Alan's going to use the internet.
I'll use the internet.
Use the internet, Alan.
Okay. What TNT opened in San Jose? Thinking. TNT Supermarket? Is that what you're talking about? The store that opened is TNT Supermarkets, Canada's largest Asian grocery chain. No, we have H Mart and 99 Ranch down here. Tokyo Central. I wish they would open a Buc-ee's out here.
Oh, Buc-ee's would be great.
Yeah. Napsky for $5. Any chance for a Chaka themed Supergirl shirt on Film Threat merch site? No, because we like Rob Burnett and Robert Burnett. And I don't.
Would you buy one?
No.
Atomic Laurie, have you seen those designs?
No, but the thing is, wouldn't those be copyrighted or trademarked? The Chaka image?
Chaka is the Chaka image. So I saw someone did a Supergirl Chaka action figure, had one 3D printed.
I mean, if we could claim as parody, which it is, maybe we can do one.
I don't know. What is
parody?
Yeah, I saw it earlier. So yeah, I can't find it again.
Oh, we have a TNT out in Chino Hills and Irvine. I'll have to look it up. Is that you or is that me?
You.
Okay. Hold on.
It's great trying to do the show with Alan. He's got 9 distractions going here. Okay. Pizza Zilla 716 for $4.99, who's a member, just got the Godfather shirt from the shop. Looks very cool. Keep up the great work, guys. You guys are great.
Oh, I have the Godfather one. I like it.
Yeah, I do as well. Thank you for that. Thank you for the support. Did we figure out what it was, Alan?
Yeah, for some reason my daughter's video game was on.
No, that was
Okay, go. Talk about it later. We have one more.
This is like, okay.
We have one more. Foolish American for $5. Please promise me you will go watch some comics with Jenna and Koi Gendru review a Supergirl. It's hilarious. Okay, so these are actual people.
Yeah, they're actual people. Thank you, Foolish American.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Ginormous J for $5. I started the Chaka thing on Dean Kane's thread. You're welcome.
Oh, thanks, Ginormous J. That's great. It has gone crazy. There are videos, people making fake action figures. There are graphics. Like now you can't unsee it, unfortunately.
And Joe Russo kindly apologized for all of us men for having
yes, I hope they accept our apology. Alan, Batman Knightfall Trilogy trailer is here. We need to watch it. And because you're watching live, you'll get to see it. You're not going to see it on the replay because, well, guess what?
It's Warner Brothers.
It's Warner Brothers. They'll copyright it. But let's look at it together. I'm liking the style.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's more. It seems more adult, frankly. Look, you got blood.
Different and similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm going to repeat something a million other people have said. Why don't the people that do the animation take over the live action? They have a better sense, more loyalty to the comics, a better sense of character. I don't know about Batman's voice. Frankly, not sure if I love that, but you know, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it. I'm more excited about this than Man of Tomorrow. What are your thoughts, Alan?
Yeah, you know, I'm not a DC fan. Didn't really read a lot of DC comics. I was always a Marvel guy, but I will always admit, I've admitted for a long time, DC animation is so much better than Marvel animation.
Yeah,
the hands down, cannot compete with DC animation. In terms of violence, I mean, DC animation has been violent. They did the Mortal Kombat. It was the Scorpion series. And oh man, I mean, people die. There's blood everywhere. So having gore and having violence is not new to them. And I'm just glad they're willing to lean into it. So yeah,
well,
I don't know that I'll watch it, but that was an impressive trailer.
Well, we should review it. Let's review it when it comes out. That's going to wrap it up for us today, except we have comments. So let's go to the I didn't see the comments.
Okay. Piper Pickled. Alan was getting a call by a secret Asian society telling him that he lost his Asian card for not knowing what TNT is. Look, TNT,
how could you not know?
Look, I know all the other ones. I've never heard of TNT. Like I said, 99 Ranch, H Mart, Tokyo Central. We got plenty of them out here. Tony Elias, trailer actually looks very good. Only negative are that Mr. Freeze looks a little weird and the Joker's voice isn't great. Yeah, bring back Mark Hamill. Bruce Leroy Jenkins for 2. Have a great weekend, gents. Gong me, Chris.
Are you sure about that? Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate you.
Let's see, ADL's 24. Anson Mount is playing Batman, and Michael Mando, Scorpion in Brand New Day, is playing Bane.
Yeah, I didn't love Batman's voice. I don't mind Anson Mount, but I don't like Batman's voice. We'll see.
I mean, the guy who did Black Bolt in the Inhumans.
Yeah, he was on in the movie for 5 minutes.
Yeah, sounded very similar.
Thanks to our mods, Lord Thoth, MK Solid, ADL is 24, Ulo Lique on Rumble. Thanks to Atomic Lori, our producer. And thank you, Alan. And thank you, everyone who sent in a soup. Thanks for your participation. We'll be back Monday with a packed house for Versus talking Supergirl. We'll have news stories. We'll have our panel review. And we'll talk about the cup. It's flying at a what did you just say it looked like, Alan?
Yeah, I mean, so the lips there look very authentic.
It's a trench coat. It's a trench coat.
Okay, so the trench coat Majora looks amazing.
All right, we're gonna leave it there, folks. Thanks again. What are you doing this weekend, Alan? Aren't you performing?
Yes. Tonight I'll actually be at Dances with Films for the Bandit screening. And then tomorrow I'm in San Diego at the National Comedy Theater, 7:30 show. If you want to laugh, come to the show.
And I forgot to mention this. I may or may not be on the show Monday. Because I am getting married.
You are?
I am getting
You're engaged?
Yes. I'm getting married I'll be getting married this weekend. So on Monday, if I'm here, I'll be a married man. I'll be here Wednesday for sure. But I'll let you know about Monday.
Okay.
My plan is to try and do the show, but
I mean, it's super
the actual wedding is on Sunday.
Yeah. And you did thank everybody for the super chats that are about to come in.
Are there? No, let's just end the show.
Okay.
Let's end the show. Thank you, everyone. Have a great. Hey, here's Come and Go. Movie reviews are forever. Thanks, Pepper Peter. We'll be back on Monday. I may or may not be back. Congratulations, man.
English
Patchers. Appreciate you. No, come on. Congrats, Frank. Damn it. Not today. I'll give a full report next week if I'm here.
Yeah, you will.
So there you go. So that's it. I'm just telling people. I want to do the show Monday because it's a big show, but the marriage thing is all weekend.
Look, just put a robe on, get on the camera, and then do the show.
I may be in half of a tux at that point. So there you go. Alan, get me out of here. Come on.
Let's get out of here.